Thank you for joining us. Philadelphia is Pennsylvania's largest city, known for its rich history and iconic sites, including Independence Hall, where the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution were signed, and other American Revolutionary sites are there as well. As guests of Meryl Levitz, the Chief Executive Officer of Visit Philadelphia, we will feature the city and interviews on tourism and culture. With nearly 40 million annual visitors, Philadelphia's top attractions do get a lot of well-deserved attention, and we'll proceed following these messages.
Life Extension Foundation was established in 1977 and has grown to become the world's largest consumer-based anti-aging organization. Life-saving achievements taken for granted today were pioneered by Life Extension Foundation decades ago. Life Extension is currently funding $10 million a year in research on significantly extending a healthy human lifespan. Diseases that once plagued humanity have largely been eradicated by scientific innovation. 3 leading causes of death in 1900 compared with how people die today. Smallpox killed millions before it was eliminated in 1979. Life Extension funds research to fight biological aging so that it also will become a relic of the past. Log on to lifeextensionfoundation.org.
Hello, my name is Dave. I am a face of ALS. I'm here at the Gardens Wellness Center. There's a couple reasons why we're here. Number one, we're seeking holistic treatment and acupuncture treatments to prepare me for stem cell therapy coming up.
My experience with Gardens Wellness Center has definitely been life-changing.
I love Gardens Wellness.
I love Gardens Wellness Center.
For more information or a free consultation, call us at 561-422-4330.
Rejuvenate your skin from the inside out and the outside in. With 98.6% naturally derived ingredients, you experience vibrant skin from day one. Introducing the Alavita Regenerating Trio, a moisturizing and anti-aging solution. These 3 innovative products reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Alavita, a beautiful merging of nature and science. Learn more online today.
When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful. A miracle, oh it was beautiful, magical. And then they showed me a world where I could be so dependable. Oh, intellectual, cynical.
Find magic again. Sprout by HP. With Intel RealSense technology inside, now you can bend the rules of creativity outside.
Philadelphia is located in the northeast of the United States, in between New York and Washington, D.C. The Pennsylvanian city is home to over 1.5 million people and is the nation's 5th largest city. Philadelphia is considered to be the birthplace of the United States. It was here that the nation's Declaration of Independence from Britain was first read publicly back in 1776. The tolling of a 2,000-pound bell marked the occasion. The bell has since become a symbol of freedom and can be admired in the Liberty Bell Center.
Joining us now is Meryl Levitz, CEO of Visit Philly. Meryl, it's a real pleasure to have you joining us today.
Thanks for the invitation.
Please tell our viewers what is unique about Philadelphia from a tourism standpoint.
Everybody finds it to be a little bit different than they thought it was going to be. They all know that it's a very old city and it has been on their lists for a number of years. Sometimes they just don't get around to it, but in the last 20 years or so, they realize they better because it's become an overnight sensation. And what they find unique about it is the scale of the city. It still has the William Penn grid. It has small streets and cobblestones and bricks and original architecture. It has pocket parks and gardens and the 5 Penn squares. It's very walkable and bikeable. People are amazed at the number of trees. They're amazed that there's no sales tax on clothing or shoes. They're amazed that the food scene has really taken off and you can eat your way around the world just by being in Philadelphia.
Absolutely fascinating. And from a cosmopolitan point of view, the city of Philadelphia is unique with diverse cultures. Tell us about this.
It is a city of diverse cultures. People have been coming to Philadelphia for many reasons, various kinds of liberties, or to do their dream, sometimes both. And they have developed very strongly flavored neighborhoods with fascinating names like Fishtown and Manayunk and Roxborough and Kensington. How's that for a name that might be familiar to you? And people are really true to their neighborhood. Very frequently, the neighborhoods follow ethnic patterns as well as artistic patterns or ways of making a living. So each neighborhood is very different and develops its own cuisine, its own festivals, its own architecture, and attracts its own people. And many times when people are coming to Philadelphia, they do want to get off the beaten track and out of Center City, that's what we call our downtown, and into the neighborhoods where the spirit of the city really comes alive.
Including the arts, and from so many perspectives, such a very dynamic city. Also, from an historic point of view, tell us about the history of Philadelphia.
About the history? Well, we say America starts here, and we see it as the cradle of liberty, and 1776 was the first convention, and maybe the most important convention ever held in America. And you can still find, of course, the Liberty Bell, Independence Hall, and many other historic sites. In fact, Philadelphia is home to America's most historic square mile. It's the original city, and on one side you have the Delaware River. It goes 7 blocks to 7th Street, and then a beautiful street called Lombard North to Vine. And I mention the street names because you can find your way around Philly, thanks to William Penn. All of the tree streets go east-west, and all of the number streets go north-south, so you can never get lost in our city.
Visiting your city has been a great experience. I want to thank you for hosting us and look forward to meeting with you again sometime soon.
Well, you're welcome. We're thrilled to host, and we hope you'll come back soon and often and bring your friends and family with you.
Thank you so much, Meryl.
Thank you.
Philadelphia is also the birthplace of the Constitution, which was debated 11 years later across the road in the State House, which is now the Independence Hall. America's founding fathers walked these old city streets, and the many heritage buildings in this area are preserved as part of the Independence National Historical Park. While you're at the National Constitution Center, take in the rollicking story of Prohibition in the Roaring '20s. Protest against the anti-liquor law was fierce, and the many arrests threw the justice system off balance. Perhaps the most infamous bootlegging gangster was Al Scarface Capone, who spent his first prison sentence in the Eastern State Penitentiary in 1929. The notorious mob leader seems to have made himself well at home. Take an audio tour to hear gripping stories that bring the world-famous jail back to life. To hear more voices from the city's past, head to the African American Museum. Its audio-visual projections and artifact collection are aimed at preserving the heritage of African Americans. Within Washington Square lies the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier of the American Revolution. The city's colonial past is still apparent, but nowadays, Philadelphia is a modern city with plenty of art, shopping, and culture. Do as locals do and explore the city by bike or public transport, or hop on and off a sightseeing bus. Fairmount Park is the city's public backyard. It's great for a walk, and it showcases many architectural treasures. Admire outdoor art on the Benjamin Franklin Parkway, or check out the Smith Memorial Arch, dedicated to the military heroes of the Civil War. Strike Rocky's pose on the steps of the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Set upon a hill, the neoclassical building is one of the largest museums in the country. It has over 200 themed galleries displaying nearly 230,000 paintings, sculptures, and objects. The Please Touch Museum means playtime for the kids. Even toddlers will love this hands-on museum where they are never hushed. Who doesn't want to get lost in Wonderland for a while? The interactive displays in the museum are fun and educational. Children can also learn a great deal in the Academy of Natural Sciences on Logan Square. Admire the displays of the various species that roam the far north and take the opportunity to pet live animals. For more interaction with animals, visit the Philadelphia Zoo across the river. Imitate the monkeys, encounter big birds, or admire any of the other wild residents of America's oldest zoo. To sample the local food, head straight to the old Reading Terminal Market. Find out why the locals love their cheesesteaks so much, or hand-pick deli treats from the colorful stalls. For more culinary discoveries, visit Philadelphia's Italian Market on 9th Street. The district's Italian community was established in the 1880s. Their love for quality food and organic produce still prevails today. Philadelphia's climate is very pleasant in springtime and fall. Those colorful seasons bring out the best of the city, but it's fair to say that Philadelphia is stunning all year round. Come to Philly anytime you like. You'll soon discover why Philly is so cherished by Americans.
With us now is Mr. Jordan Cooper, General Manager of the Sonesta Hotel in downtown Philadelphia. A real pleasure to meet you, sir.
Good morning. Pleasure to meet you.
This is a beautiful hotel. I understand it's just been refurbished. Tell us about what is unique in this hotel.
Thank you. Yes, I think the most unique aspect of the hotel is our commitment to art and the local community. We've partnered with a local nonprofit, the Center for Emerging Visual Artists, and we have an art gallery that's a revolving exhibit in the lobby. We've also partnered with the Mural Arts Program, which is the largest public mural arts program in the United States, and we have a 22-story mural on the exterior of the building.
As a tourist destination, what is unique about Philadelphia?
In addition to the many historical sites in Philadelphia, Philadelphia is a wonderful city with cultural activities, museums, theater, great restaurants, sports, and diverse neighborhoods.
What do you mean by diverse neighborhoods?
Well, there are neighborhoods with very distinct features to them, such as the Italian Market in South Philly, the Northern Liberties area, which is north of downtown, which is an area being rehabbed and regentrified with many new restaurants and shops and apartments and condominiums.
I understand that, as in most big cities, tourism and hospitality is a major aspect of what the city is all about.
That's very true. Tourism is a major component to the economic strength of the city of Philadelphia. It drives weekend business, which is great for hotels, but it's also great for restaurants, shops, and all the attractions in the city.
If I may ask a personal question, you've been a professional in this industry for quite a while. What made you choose the hotel business?
It actually chose me. I did not major in hospitality when I attended college. I found a job because I needed a job as a student in college, washing pots and pans in a restaurant. And through that grew a love of the business and have enjoyed my career ever since.
This is an historic city, Philadelphia. Are there typical major events that occur on an annual basis here?
Well, yes. For example, this weekend with the 4th of July, 2 blocks away from here on the Benjamin Franklin Parkway is a concert, and the concert occurs every 4th of July, along with great fireworks display, which is on the Delaware River.
Well, I wish I could attend that. Unfortunately, we'll be traveling again. I want to thank you so very much for being with us, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate talking with you.
I'll be right back.
Welcome to your modern retreat in the heart of the city, the Sonesta Philadelphia, where art and style meet. The newly redesigned hotel offers a spectacular downtown location in the chic Rittenhouse Square district. You are just steps away from world-class dining, boutiques, and historic landmarks. At the Sonesta Philadelphia, guests will stroll through the lobby art gallery, an exceptional exhibition featuring local artists from the Center for Emerging Visual Artists. The art rotates every 6 months and is available for purchase. The 439 newly redesigned guest rooms combine functionality and modern detail. The 22 new suites, as well as the presidential suite, feature LED Bluetooth mirrors along with their own bold design. For special events, corporate meetings, or memorable weddings, the Sonesta Philadelphia offers 16,000 square feet of flexible function space. The seasonal rooftop pool is a relaxing escape from the city and is also available for your special event. For crafty, art-inspired cocktails and light bites, visit the Art Bar located in the lobby. Relax at the communal table or by the window as you sip, dine, work, or mingle. The best USDA prime steak will be at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, opening in spring of 2016 at the Sonesta Hotel. So whatever brings you to the city of brotherly love, the spectacular Sonesta Philadelphia is at your service. If there is anything the staff can do to make your stay more enjoyable, please do not hesitate to ask.
With us now is Cara Schneider with the City of Philadelphia. Cara, it's such a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you. It's a delight to be here.
I just visited your city. I want to thank you for the hospitality. We interviewed the general manager of the Sonesta Hotel and we toured the city, went to the top of skyscrapers, ate amazing cuisine and just enjoyed the city. But from your perspective, why is Philadelphia such a unique tourist destination?
Philadelphia has the bones of a great old city, a colonial era city, but it's still been growing and developing like a 21st century city. So what people love about it is the scale. You can walk 30 blocks and basically cover 300 years of history in architecture, in culture, and honestly, the walls of Philadelphia are kind of a canvas. And that's before you even go inside anywhere.
Half the people in this country very sadly don't know who Betsy Ross is. Please elaborate.
Betsy Ross is one of the great women of Philadelphia history. She was an upholsterer, a seamstress, a woman who lost 3 husbands in the Revolution. She was a Quaker, and she was a really industrious woman. She was best known for sewing the American flag. There are some questions about whether or not that happened. New evidence has actually been found where they know that George Washington actually bought upholstery from her, bought cloth from her. But at any rate, she's a fascinating character, and we know her so well now because the Betsy Ross House is a really popular site where they do interpretation and they have a lovely outdoor courtyard, and it's one of those true walks back into history. You can walk through her house and feel the scale of living in the 18th century.
Please tell us more about the tourist attractions that are historically important associated with the city of Philadelphia.
Europeans sometimes laugh because we think our city is old. But for many Americans, this is really one of the older cities you'll get to see. What we like to refer to as the original city is basically Front Street up to 7th Street and Vine down to Lombard. Philadelphia is a grid pattern, so it's really easy to just make a perimeter and then travel about within side of that. But when Philadelphia was first settled, they came up the Delaware River on the east and began settling, 1 block at a time over to the west. The city grid was laid out, but they didn't fill it in for probably 200 years. So it's just an incredible landscape of red brick architecture and then industrial era buildings, and every building tells a story.
Also a very cosmopolitan city. I also noticed a broad variety of cuisine. Tell us about that.
It's just amazing. We have things we're known for like cheesesteaks and hoagies and pretzels, But what really defines the Philadelphia food scene right now is creative chefs, people that are coming here to do their dream, open up small restaurants. Again, it comes back to that sort of walkable scale and the colonial layout of the city, which we still wear. So you can have, a 30, 40, 50 seat restaurant that is considered one of the best in the country. I will say that I don't mean to disparage cheesesteaks and hoagies and roast pork sandwiches. We love them. It's just not all we eat.
And of course, other points of interest, such as the famous university and in sports as well.
For many people, Philadelphia is a place that you haven't been to since a 4th grade school trip, or maybe you went to school here, but this city has just blossomed. I know it's my job to say so, but I live here, my family lives here, and it's really true. Within the boundaries, the walls of the things that have always been here, there's such a sense of energy right now. You see it in parks. New parks and gardens are sprouting up all over. You see it in the public art, the murals, the mosaics, beer gardens, anywhere that you can fit about, more than 2 chairs and a blade of grass. There's a beer garden growing up. We have amazing places to do recreation, like the Mann Center for the Performing Arts, where you can sit and listen to a concert under the sun, under the stars. It's a city that has recently gotten some of the big things that people come to expect in a city, like an observation deck, a casino, a waterfront, bike share. The list goes on. And, there's a million things I could say, but the most important is, if you've seen Philadelphia in the headlines, whether it was for the papal visit or the hosting the Democratic National Convention or a great travel and leisure or New York Times story, give it a second thought and say, there has to be a reason why people are kind of buzzing about this place.
A wonderfully vibrant city, and a great pleasure to have you with us today, Cara. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Come back.
Sitting majestically at the top of the Benjamin Franklin Parkway is one of the world's premier palaces of art, the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Visit the Impressionist galleries featuring Cézanne, Degas, Monet, and Van Gogh. Then see the Eakins masterpieces in the American galleries. You can marvel at the Renaissance masterpieces and imposing arms and armors. The Japanese tea house is the ultimate destination among the wondrous arts of Asia. Enjoy a bite in the museum's cafes, or fine dining in Granite Hill, and discover fun surprises in the museum shop. Then take the trolley across to the Perlman Building. So much to see and do, you'll want to come back to the Philadelphia Museum of Art time and again.
Welcome to the Barnes Foundation, Philadelphia's newest must-see destination. Explore the world's greatest collection of post-impressionist and early modern art. 181 Renoir, 69 Cézanne, 59 Matisse, 46 Picasso, plus old master paintings, African sculpture, and so much more. At the Barnes, art is arranged in ensembles using light, line, color, and space to inspire a universal way of seeing. Founder Dr. Albert Barnes believed that art is for everyone. So there's something for art lovers of all ages. Unwind with art and cocktails every Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. And catch live music at the Barnes every first Friday of the month.
There's plenty of outdoor art on the Parkway, and one of the best places to view it is Capriccio at Caf Cray. Relax in this beautiful setting and enjoy fresh soups, salads, or grilled panini sandwiches, along with ice cream, milkshakes, smoothies, or just sip on the great selection of fair trade organic coffees or teas. Open until early evening. You'll find Capriccio at Caf Cray at 16th Street and the Parkway.
This concludes our special program on Philadelphia. I'm Richard Peritz. Thank you for being with us.